Damn, all right, we're alive. Oh my lordy, lordy. Don't tell me again. Okay, it did do it this time. I was about to say, did it fail to share my screen again? Man, I hope tomorrow is not like the past few days. I hope I can start my stream at my normal time, get here, and just be like, all right, I'm here. We're playing some video games. But today's another short stream day, obviously, since I'm here so late compared to when I normally like to get here. I wonder if there's an intro. Or thank you game. Thank you desk. Doesn't look like there's an intro. All right, one more second. There we go. All right. It's a pretty cool looking robot you got up there. Mm-hmm. What's that say right there? USA. Bro, I'm playing a video game made within the past 20 years where America's not the bad guys. Can you believe it? Only in Japan, man. Watch them try to plot twist me near the end of the game and I'm like, no. Hey Soren, how's it going, man? Hey DLC. Oh no, he just Canada'd me. Could you imagine if it said Canada instead?
More practice.
Engaging. Lay down some fire.
Assault hammer. Got it. Now blast it.
Target in sight.
Flame close.
I owe you one.
Flame grenade.
I wonder if they're focused on.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, what's TP?
Switch to close range combat.
Give them time to breathe.
What's this, by the way? I don't know. I wonder if they're focused on like gun combat instead of just blade combat. Was they were like, yeah, let's make it American. That's pretty much like a worldwide meme.
Upper hand.
TP boost continuously restored.
Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Oh hell, how you doing there, biggins? Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can get here at a normal time. I don't foresee like this happening again. This has been a rough few days. Just walking around on someone's car. Yo, Pepper, how's it going, man? Was Pong the first video game? I don't think so. I think it was called Tennis, but it was like a Pong-like game. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I think it was just called Tennis, actually. I could be got virtual anything, just tennis. It was using like some sort of, I don't remember the story anymore. Using some sort of like radar screen or something. I don't remember how what it was. It's been too long. Yeah, tennis for two. That's what it was, tennis for two. And it does look like it was using a radar screen. But no, it was using an oscilloscope. It looks like some kind of weird radar thing, though. But I think I've heard. Hold on, let me look around. Because the thing is I think I've heard that that people say that supposedly it's not the first though. All right, early video games. Control F first. I don't know, man. That's too many words. I don't got time for all that shit. I'm trying to play a game right now. All right, let's just ask AI. It'll summarize this shit a lot better. They want me to read 30 paragraphs to fucking find out what I was looking for. Okay. A tic-tac-toe game in 1952. Yeah, I wouldn't call that a video game. Made on a cathode tube. But then people... But like... yeah, I wouldn't call that a video game. I see why people don't call that the first video game. So that's what some people argue is this as a game called OXO, which is a tic-tac-toe game, which I ain't a video game, bro. Whereas the 10 is for 2, it's like there was like a thing would go back and forth. That was a real video game. That's the thing, though. If you release these other things that some people say are video games before Tennis for Two, and then you say, "Is this a video game?" By all standards, people would go, "No." They'd be like if someone released a modern version of it, and they go, "Is this a video game?" Everyone would be like, "No, it's not. That's not a video game." I don't know what the hell that is, though. It's not a video game. Call that a lot of things. You can't call that a video game. We got Van Damme, boys.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
I wish I could make my character look like Van
Sorry
Damme. I
we
almost
missed
do.
you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ,
I look like
you
a
know.
skinnier version of Van Damme from the other games.
I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, for an example, this would not be a video game. You see what I'm doing here? This is not a video game. I'm moving a cursor across the screen. And it's like, look, it does things. I'm doing things on my screen with a device. Isn't that... This is a video game. This is not a video game, bro. This is not a video game. Like, yeah, but look, it's all moving around and stuff. No, that's not a video game, bro. You got to get to that Like I think they're correct in saying that Pong was the first, because that's when you get to the point where it's an actual game that has video, right? Like it's doing something. It's not just you putting a thing on the screen. Things happen on the screen because of things that you've done. So, you know, like the little spot moves over towards your thing, and then you try to intercept it, and then you successfully intercept it, and because you successfully intercepted it, it bounces back at a different angle, and then someone else has to successfully intercept it. That's a game. Like putting X's and O's or making lines that go up and down, but nothing, like there's no interaction or anything. That's not a video game. Turtle Tramp 1948 was just, but it was too advanced to run on computers. Yeah, bro. Did it play itself? Did it have an AI component opponent? I bet you it didn't have an AI opponent. If it had an AI opponent, I would say that would be a video game. But like even like a modern chess game that can only do 2 players, I'd say that's not a video game. However, a modern chess game that can only do 2 players and it has animations, I could say that. I could sort of see that being a video game if it has an animation, right? So as in, once you do a thing to the opponent's chess piece, like something happens to that chess piece, like it explodes or you know, it's like it comes to life and attacks it or something. In order for something to be a video game, it has to have like some sort of like uncontrollable aspect to it. It just don't make sense if it doesn't. It's just some shit. Like, cause at that point you could just say a television program is a video game. Like, well, how is a television program a video game? Because I'm gonna make up a video. I'm gonna make up a game that we play based on the television program, right? So it's like what we're gonna do is how we're gonna watch a television program of people speaking, and whenever they speak, if they say the word "the," we have to drink alcohol. It's a video game now. That's not a video game, bro. But look, stuff is happening on the screen, and we're interacting with it in a game-like manner. That's not a video game. It's just not. All right, you against installed data probe and complete your training. Tic-tac-toe isn't a game though, gamer boy. Tic-tac-toe is I don't know what the hell you'd call it. A pointless activity. That's why I say tic-tac-toe doesn't count. Like that shit don't, I don't even care if tic-tac-toe had AI. That shit isn't a video game. I mean, that's not a game. The only way to lose a quote game of tic-tac-toe is to choose to lose. 5-year-old children can't beat each other in a game of tic-tac-toe. It's not a game. It's like, I don't know what the hell. It's an activity, that's for sure. Video pointless activity. Yeah, video activity. I'd be willing to concede that tic-tac-toe is a video activity, but it wouldn't be the first video activity. I would give that to whatever you said, that 1948 chess program. If that didn't have AI, that's a video activity. And if the cathode tube thing, I'd call that a video activity. I think that's a great word for it, a video activity.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your
Like
visit?
this is a video activity. Look at this. What I'm doing right now is a video activity. Even though I know I just came up with that terminology, it was like I was trying to think of a word for what this is, because it's definitely not a game what I'm doing right now. I would call it a video activity.
Here today.
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
All right, let's see. It does pause when I do this, right? Yep, it does. Cool.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me.
But yeah, now, you know, I'm coming up with arbitrary definitions for this, because this could be considered a game, I guess, for, you know, I guess a handicapped person or something. I don't know what you would say. But I feel like it just doesn't feel right. It needs the component of, there has to be something that happens on its own. Like, meaning like imagine, so say this glowed right here, like say there was a glow on and then I had to go left and click a button, and then it stopped glowing, and then a new one glowed over here, and I'd have to chase it down and click on that, and then that would glow, and I'd click on it, and then up here somewhere it kept track of how many I could click on. Like, I mean, I'm going around looking for the glow and clicking on it. I would say that would be a video game. And so if you think about it, what really needs to, there's like, if you really try to think about it is and break it down, what feels correct to be a video game is that the game itself has to have some sort of automatic components to it. Like something has to happen. Like for instance, if I point an imaginary weapon at a character in a video game, and I pull and I press a button, and then it shoots imaginary bullets, and then that character dies, even if that character is controlled by another person. It was just that I have the ability to shoot these imaginary projectiles that is destroying their character, type of thing, right? So at that point, there's more to it. So multiplayer games can still have it, but there has to be some sort of automatic, like, out of the player, that, like, a thing that the player can activate, and it does, and then it does a thing. It's like it just takes care of itself. The computer says, you did this happens. Such as I chase down the light and press the button, now the light disappears, right? And then I have to chase it down again and press the button. And then the second thing required for it to be a video game is for it to be a game. If it's not those two things, then it's not a video game. Well, and obviously there would be a third thing. I'm sorry. It has to be a video. It has to be like something you know, put on a monitor or some sort of like device that displays a video image. So with those three things combined, that it's a game that's displayed on a video image with some sort of automatic component to it, at that point I would call it a video game.
Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious
But those
at all.
are that's you know, I recognize that
Look at you two.
I am not the, well, you know, I am actually, never mind, I changed my mind. I am the arbiter of what is and is not a video. I am the decider. I am the alpha and omega when it comes to deciding what is and isn't a video game. So there we go. I'm the beginning and the end. I decide what a video game is. And I have decided.
I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
This dude's
Usually I
arms,
ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one
this
go.
dude's arms are so big, like they could paint like the 16th chapel. He could put the 16th chapel on these motherfuckers. Like look at how big his arms are. Whatever that tattoo is.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions
Did the camera just
fine,
shake?
Elma.
I was looking
Anyway,
at chat.
first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Ask about the assignment. Ask about the division. Ask for more info.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one...
That's Van Damme. He's basically a big-ass old guy in all the Xenoblade games. You know Sid from Final Fantasy? Xenoblade has their own version of that. Xenoblade 2 Van Damme. Xenoblade 2 and 3 Van Damme was almost the same. He's just a big-ass old dude. In the first game, though, he was an old dude, but he wasn't, like, big. So this is Xenoblade 2. This dude, like, I think this is when he was his beefiest. This bitch is big as hell. That's a big bitch. Look how big this dude is. He's like a dwarf. He's so stocky. Except he's not like 4 feet tall. This motherfucker is like tall as hell. So this guy's like 600 pounds of muscle or something. And then Van Damme in Xenoblade 3 is basically the same design and I think the same voice actor, except he's not as thick. See, he's more reasonable thickness. Like this is similar to Xenoblade X, basically. He's just some old warrior. Like, basically, he's my character. I made my character an old, tall dude, basically. Now, of course, Xenoblade X is a little less anime-ish, I guess. and he's just more Hulk Hogan-ish. But he's Xenoblade's
has its own branch within Blade.
Sid.
Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
A Blob from X-Men. I would say he's more like still Marvel, but not X-Men. Kingpin. I'd say he's more like Kingpin. So
Let's start with the
1,
Pathfinders.
Xenoblade 2.
Pathfinder's #1
Oh wait, did I show you Xenoblade 1? Xenoblade 1, he's an old guy still. I forgot to show you Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 1 Van Damme. Images. Oh, here we go. Like, I got a side by side, all the Van Dammes. I could have just showed you this image. See, he's old dude, old veteran, giant mustache, Xenoblade 1. Then Hulk Hogan in Xenoblade 2. And then Pompadour, an old guy with a pompadour and like a giant body in the final ones. How's it going, Yum Yum Game? That's cool. I'm glad it decided to show my stream to someone. It's a pretty unique concept from YouTube.
Is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mirror 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe.
North America? Yeah, I'm in North America.
Most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira.
Snake Plissken?
Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers.
Oh crap.
Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn?
I just realized I wasn't paying attention. Hold up, we're restarting. I actually need to pay attention to this. I was thinking about the Van Damme's design and all that stuff. No, I want to pay more attention to what they're saying. Because I was thinking back and I'm like, hold on, I actually don't really remember what they were saying. I want to hear the detailed explanation of what the different groups are.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Escape from New York myself, but I do like Escape from LA too.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a Blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine,
The
Elma.
camera did shake.
Anyway,
I wonder
first
what
we
it
need
sound like in
Chatty Cathy
Japanese.
here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
I assume his voice is much like deeper in Japanese, and the laugh was more powerful in Japanese because like the screen shake for his voice didn't sound appropriate.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Blast them!
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira and have this place completely figured out, everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat?
Cats!
Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Oh shit, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. What the fuck? Hold up. Is there like, if I say explain it again, is there like do they go over the exact same cutscene? Like that long ass cutscene? I'm curious, or do they have a new cutscene? Xenoblade X divisions. Let me get a list of the divisions. Apparently the divisions have been changed in this game and they're cosmetic now. They used to not be cosmetic. The only thing that popped up, there we go. Here we go. In Xenoblade X, let's look at this. Divisions are a mechanic in Xenoblade X. There are unions. In the Japanese version, there's 8 divisions with the blade, each of their own objective and support, missions and details based on cross-choice and division. And division members of a party member cross always allowed to freely switch his or her infiliation. What? Affiliation. I was like, what the hell is that word? I couldn't read it. My eyes, the text is too small. For a fee, while it is fixed for other characters. This mechanic was discontinued with the shutdown of online services alongside division support and division reward. The choice of division affects the rate at which division points are earned, which in turn adds points to increase blade level. It was possible to receive division support from scouted blades, being the same region other players' division, which granted temporary bonuses in combat. In Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, divisions are purely cosmetic, as division points and division supports have been removed. Division rewards are still available daily from the online menu in the rewards section. Division rewards provide a few consumable items and material tickets. The divisions of other players can be viewed in the status menu. So that's it. So they're purely cosmetic now, huh? Alright. Here's a list of the divisions again. I might go with the Harriers because I like the symbol the most. If they're purely cosmetic. Curators. Because the Harriers have a Karen as their symbol, right? Avalanche. Colpedian. I definitely don't like Curator's symbol. That shit looks like some kind of corporate slop. Interceptor. Mediator. Same with Mediator. Mediator seems like some sort of giant corporation. Arms. They could have did better with some of these symbols. All right. Yeah, I think it's not even close. I think that symbol-wise, if I go based on the symbol, I think Harriers is the best symbol, period. All right, Carriers. Pioneers of the survey mirror variation. Locally, you collect materials division. Support increases critical hit rate, which I guess that doesn't happen anymore, right? Because it says in Xenoblade it doesn't do anything anymore. Increases critical hit rate, critical master, and division points are boosted through obtaining collectibles and defeating tyrants. Their goal is to defeat dangerous monsters. This division support experiences a boost in damage dealt by melee arts, including melee arts used by ranged weapons such as Assault Hammer. Division points are boosted through the defeat of enemies, and especially tyrants. Interceptors. They are in charge of creature subjugation. They are the bodyguards of the New Los Angeles. Unlike Harriers, which make preemptive strike, the Interceptors described as more of a defense. I thought it was the opposite. The division supports experience or boost on damage arts. Range master. Division points are boosted through defeating enemies and completing missions. The aim mediators. The aim between citizens of Los Angeles divide restore tension points. Divisions are boosted through completing missions and training scouted blades. Outfitters. They support the development of armed manufacturers, developers of weapons in both skells and infantry. The division support receives boosts of commercial points, R&D. The skills development of arms manufacturers and R&D. Pathfinders. They stabilize and trailblaze and establish data points and probes. The division support is HP recovery support. Points boosted through data probes and stuff. Prospectors. Their aim is to make people's lives and livelihoods in exploring Mira, securing resources, maintaining duty, collecting materials. Their division supports takes less damage from enemy attacks. Defensive support. Division points are boosted through mining and discovery locations. Reclaimers. They research for the recovery of the white whale, lifehold. Scatters of Mira. The recovery of lost items in the battlefield. The division's support makes the party more likely to receive items from the drop. The division points are boosted through retrieving the white whale wreckage. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Harrier. It just looks cooler. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Apparently it's all cosmetic anyways, right? Out of curiosity though, I am gonna do this. Hesitate. And then I'm gonna press a button.
Oh, for the lover. Fine. Once more from the top.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira or to maintain order in the city,
Harrier
or,
one again.
well, you remember Nagi's speech,
and then I'll
right?
skip it. I suspect
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its
most people went with Harrier, Soren.
own branch within Blade.
Once we hear Harrier again, I'm gonna
Officially,
skip
they're
it.
called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
My bet is that like 50% plus of the people who choose things, they chose Harrier.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass.
It makes
it's
me want to be a
important.
rebel and choose something different.
We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division.
You saw a good mix of them, really? Let's do a poll. Let's see if we can find a poll. Xenoblade X divisions poll. Pathfinders and curators. What the fuck? Oh my damn, bro. I thought the Pathfinders would have some popularity because it was like the first choice. But not this. This is a small poll though. This is only like 100 and something votes. It's not even that actually. So, yeah. If there's any new division, I'll choose that one. 10% said that. Bro. 30% said Pathfinders. That's crazy. Like curators was one of the things I was thinking about too. And mediator, that was the other one I was thinking about, and look, that's a fairly popular. The worst is the outfitters and the and the reclaimers. And the funny thing is, I assumed the worst would be the reclaimers, prospectors, and mediators and outfitters. I was close. Because like Interceptor is lower. But this is just one poll with like 100 voters. Yeah, there are a lot of Pathfinders. You called that for sure. Because I'm a rebel without a cause, I can't pick Pathfinder now. Here's another poll. Look. Wait. Same thing. Look. Pathfinder. Curator. Then Harrier. So Harry is the third most popular here. Reclaimer. What the least popular here is Prospector and Outfitter. I understand that. I thought that if I had to pick the 3 least popular, it would be Mediator, Outfitter, and Prospector. So I got that correct. And really, I thought it would be. Maybe I don't remember what Curator is. Let me look up what Curator is again. Did I? Oh, I think I closed that page. Darn. Here we go. I got the page back open. The pioneers and the survey mirrors various locations and materials. Oh, yeah. I understand curator's possibility because that was actually appealing to me too. Like saying that they're the first ones out there looking for new things. They're like the explorers. That did appeal to me. Yeah. I understand why. Like that makes total sense why that's so popular. But the Pathfinder, the prober. I mean, maybe because of the name Pathfinder, because it also sounds like an explorer. Because like the curator class is actually the sense of adventure of an RPG exploring a world, and the Pathfinder is like the name and sort of the same thing as the sense of adventure of exploring a world. So that makes sense that those two are the highest. The curator did appeal to me quite a bit. The the Pathfinder just didn't appeal to me as much because it was too probe focused. And I'm like, oh, come on, man, bro. That appealed to me about the same amount as the Prospector, where it's just like, yeah, dig up some more. Dug up some more. You set a probe. It's such a generic job. Like where the Reclaimer feels cooler because you're like going out there looking for shit that was lost. The Mediator, I talk a lot, but no, I'm gonna go with the Unicorn. I'm gonna be the I'm gonna join the Karens. Not, and when I say Karens, I don't mean the mouthy crazy ass women who are in your business, but I mean the giant lightning unicorn creature with the cool legends, because that's what that symbol is based off of. Karen. I was switching the monitor back over, and then I was like, you know what, I should bring up Karen. Mythology. All right, here we go. In mythology, the Cairn is known primarily as a lightning creature, but it's associated with the stems of modern depiction of video games and like games like Monster Hunter, and uses lightning to defend itself. The original East Asian myths, the Cairn is a sacred, benevolent beast, a sign of good fortune and prosperity that appears during times of peace. When the great ruler is born, the powers are said to be a symbol of the divine will and wisdom. Light and stuff. The lightning, it's it's a horse that does lightning and has horns, or a horn. Sorry. So Nintendo thinks that they've invented, by the way, speaking of Karens, Nintendo thinks that they invented summoning monsters or summoning companions to fight for you.
Interceptor's right shotgun for the research egg.
Oh wait, did we already do?
Eds, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the
There they
Harriers.
are.
Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
Blast them.
And you got your reclaimers.
Decide.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
The Harriers in charge of eliminating threats from Mira's most dangerous creatures. Hell yeah. Let's see. Pathfinders. See, this is number one. I understand. Yeah, Pathfinder's main task is to place data probes. I just hate how that sounds. Interceptors. I thought Interceptors would be pretty popular too. I thought Interceptors and the Harriers would be pretty damn popular. And then after that, like, yeah, I just thought those two would be the most popular by far, not even close. But yeah, it makes sense. People were paying attention to pick curators. I think that means pay attention because, like, look what it says there. It says curators are in charge of scouting unexplored territories. Like, most people who like RPGs are really down with that kind of thing. So it makes perfect sense that Pathfinder and curators are, because, you know, Pathfinders implies that that's what you're going to be doing, but really it's still your main goal is to set up probes, where curators is true exploration of the area, not just probing it. But nah, bro, we're going to be the Karen. We're going to go in there and whoop some ass. We're gonna plant the American flag all over this motherfucker. And it's gonna be in the corpses of dead giant monsters that are 100 feet tall that try to fuck with us. Matt Mercer voiced characters. So who you pick changes that kind of thing. There's different people you interact with.
Then it's settled?
What is Elma in?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them.
The red arrow thing?
You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Does she have it somewhere
All right,
in her
we're on
body?
it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Roger. Van Dam. Search for Nelson's missing team in the southeast Primordial. Track. I'm in chapter 3 now. You're officially Blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including shop, terminal, AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment. We'll get back to it sooner or later. Ever wish you could zip straight back to the place you visited? Well, we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks, as well as the frontier nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access the map to use it. Bitch! Alright, Soren. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support us from the sidelines and develop new weapons and gear. And by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in the Armory Outlet to learn more about working with AMs and the new gear. Motherfucker! Mission comprise duties or requests received directly from the concerned parties via mission control. They are divided into 4 categories and provide rewards and affinities when completed. Story mission. These missions advance the game's main story. You can accept the Blade Barracks. Affinity mission. These missions heavily feature your team members and can accept them whenever you see a relevant icon. Mostly requests. Normal missions. Mostly requests from NLA citizens or fellow Blades. You can accept them wherever you see the relevant icon. Basic missions, simple tasks like defeating enemies and collecting items. You can accept up to 20 in mission control. Motherfucking son of a bitch! Blade reports are a communication tool that residents of Mira use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment in which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you receive a Blade report boost. If you do, check your current position on the segment and view the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective. What the fuck is it? What? What is it trying to tell me? Blade reports are a communication tool that residents of Mira use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment for which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade report post. If you do, check your current position on the segment view of the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective and do your best to resolve it. These motherfuckers. Y'all about to kill me. Look at all this shit. It's still going. I already read 174,000 tips. Calm down. Profile ready and waiting. What the hell? All right, Elma is a reclaimer. That makes sense because that's what she did, right? The first thing she found us. She's an outfitter and I'm an ass kicker. Yeah, Reclaimer, that perfectly fits what she does, because people, they've mentioned that she's done that kind of thing before too, that she goes out and finds shit for people. So yeah, she found us and she has a reputation of finding things like us, so makes sense. And it makes sense that she's an outfitter, obviously, right? Because that's how she was introduced. It makes sense that I'm an ass kicker because that's how I was introduced. I can press X, edit profile. My hobby is lifting. Repeat yourself, I dare you. Give me something meteor. Next stop, Elysium. Take us to Elysium. Curse this wretched world. Yeah. Ready or Gormati. Bro, these are like references. That's what most of these are. Let me make some memories. I was waiting for you. Behave. Think you can take me. My thought exactly. Now we're pulling together. Glad it all worked out. I'm really feeling it. They're almost all like references. Please to recruit. I need some action. Go team. Just hit me up. Ready and waiting. Seraphic. Oh, Dreadworm. Parallel Kilo Corn. What the fuck? Chicken Heart. Cloud Sea King. Unflinching. What the fuck? Mark 7. What the fuck? Ancient. Immovable. Helpful. Interlinked Fuse. Colony Liberator City. The Pond Commercial Guild. I like third rate. Is mom an option? Damn, so close. Your mom's. It does have cat. That was one of the things I was hoping for. They have God. Oh my God. They have mama. Your mama. Yep, they do have Poppy. Yep. Cutie pie. Your mom. Intergalactic, maybe. Your mama thing. I'm gonna go with ancient cat. Where's that ancient at? There it is, ancient. There we go, ancient cat. Go to the main menu, party soul voices to manually set up the bonus effects of successful soul voices, but only for the player character. You can choose one of 3 effects per trigger. Bro, I don't know what the, oh hell, I'm good. I'm just gonna, I'm not looking at that. You're trying to confuse me.
Thanks.
I don't get it. Nelson's team was full of talented blades, and they were even outfitted with a scowl. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is the eastern part of Primordia. What?
Thanks.
Bro, are you sending me to rescue a group of people who had a skull? What kind of shit is that? It's like, hey, rookie, go out to where we sent a group of veterans who had a skull and they got their asses waxed and we don't know what happened to them, really. Good luck, kid. All right. That's good. We didn't get much done today, but hey, we did do a lot of talking still. But I still want to do movie night here. So, oh, let me read. Yes, sir. I gotta get this going though. I should have did this sooner because it takes so long. I remember that. That'll be fine though because I'm a bit hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys. Still gonna do movie night. Go. There's disc 3. I'm still gonna do movie night, but remember it takes these Stargate Atlantis discs take a lot longer to scan for viruses. There we go. That one's back in there. Atlantis here. Season 1, Disc 3. But yeah, tomorrow we might not play this. Tomorrow I might do these, some of the VR stuff. Because I was wanting to already do that a little bit. And just things haven't worked out. I've been kind of busy for the past few days, but tomorrow we might take a little bit of a break from Xenoblade and spend a day fiddling around with VR, the PlayStation VR that Vepper sent me. SG1's disc, that worked out well so far. Oh wait, hold on, let me start the scan. Because it takes a good long time to scan these discs here. This. Oh. Dude, I need you to get ready to scan it. What is going on? My file explorer is not responding. Finally, jeez. All right. And the disk. All right. Now that's going to take a few minutes. So that done. That's going to be it for today, guys. Sorry for the super short stream for the 2 days in a row, but it is what it is. Sometimes life doesn't cooperate, you know. So thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next time I stream, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully a lot earlier in the day than the late streams that I did today and yesterday. Go there. Put you in here. Put you up there. You on top of that. All right, everything is back to how it should be. So, you guys have a nice one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy and take care of yourselves, all right? Bye, everybody.